Good evening and welcome to the Prana 2021 celebration. Welcome to this amazing journey helping you to shift towards a holistic yogic lifestyle. Yoga is a journey to the self, of the self, and through the self. Prana is a 15K member platform dedicated to yoga, where yoga gurus, fitness experts, and enthusiasts from various parts of the world come together. Prana aims to carry forward the virtues of yoga to the masses. Prana encourages everyone to have a healthy lifestyle. Yoga is the finest way to connect people around the world, and through prana, we aim to promote the awareness of health. In the present norm of social distancing, our aim is to bring yoga to the comfort of your own homes. Today's topic is discovering inner happiness through relationships, 7 key tools towards happiness. We'll begin our event with the prayer.
Om Sangachadvam Samvadadvam Samvo Manamsi Janatam Deva Bhagam Yadha Purve Sanjananamupasate. May you move in harmony. Speak in one voice. Let your minds be in agreement, just as the ancient gods share their portion of sacrifice.
Thank you so much, Kripa, for the beautiful rendition. Now, I would like to invite our special guest for the day, Ms. Kalpana Karia. Since the age of 9, Ms. Kalpana Karia started learning yoga from her father, Dhanjibai Kagram. There, after the age of 18, she went to London for further studies in radiology. She always went to many classes for yoga classes in London. After completing her studies in London, she went to India in Rishikesh and took an intensive yoga teachers training course at the Shivananda Ashram. Yoga has always been her passion, and she never stopped studying to update her knowledge in it. Up to today, from the year 1982 to 1986, she did a television series teaching yoga to the local Kenyan television and published her first book, which named Yoga for Health, which was based on her TV series. In the year 1997, she was appointed as the Director for East African Studies by the British School of Yoga. In 2010, she had a major car accident, which was very traumatic, but she revived herself through yoga and started teaching again in the year 2014. After meeting the PM of India, Sri Narendra Modi, who encouraged her to write the second edition of her book in 2017, she wrote and published the second edition, Yoga for Health, Wisdom and Harmony. She has also received many awards for her presentations at international yoga conferences around the world. Currently, she conducts voluntary classes and teaches training courses in her hometown, Kisumu, Kenya. We are very much honored to have you here, ma'am. Over to you.
Namaste, everybody, and I feel very privileged to be in the Prana today. I've been a member of Prana for quite some time, and well, we will talk a little bit about the inner peace. You want to talk, or you want to ask me some questions, Atari, or you just want to say about the inner peace? Okay. Now, what is this
to speak about
inner peace? Right, today's this inner peace is actually, what is in this world. Yoga means unity, as everybody know. We say yoga means to unite our mind, body and soul, but actually in the actual sense, yoga is also, we have three bodies: the astral body, the subtle body, the causal body, and the gross body. It is to unite, bring union between the body. And how do we bring union between these three bodies? It is through our breath. Our breath control. Breathing is everything. That is the key to life. That is the key to happiness. That is the key to success in life. Everything depends on your breath. But what we've done, we've forgotten how to channel our breath to the breath of the universe. When we were born at 36 breaths per minute. But when a child is born, if you see that the chest and the abdomen move simultaneously synchronizingly at 36 breaths. Then When they slow down, it goes to 12 breaths per minute. But now, since when the child grows and has many, problems in life, and the mother tells them off, it goes to school, this, the breathing rhythm hinders. And that's when they fall sick, and then they become traumatic, and things happen in their life. Similarly, in our life, as we grow, we forget our rhythmic breath, the breath of the universe, the breath which is aligning us to the universe, which is actually just very simple. It's just 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6. The inhalation and exhalation goes in synchronization with the universe, and the chest and abdomen should be moving together all the time, 24 hours a day. When you do that, then automatically you are in synchronization with the cosmic breath, and with the cosmic breath, and you are in one synchronization, then there is no problem. But at the moment, all these problems in the whole world is only because of one main reason, and that is we have forgotten to breathe correctly, to breathe in alignment with the breath of the universe. So if we synchronize our breath through certain breathing techniques, not the pranayamas, but a certain breathing technique just to breathe 24 hours a day with expanding and contracting our chest. There's some rhythmic music, we have some rhythmic counting, and you just go with the flow of the universe. You will soon feel connected with the universe. You will see your astral body. You will make friends with your astral body, because to be very honest, our true friend, who is our true friend in this world? We say God is our true friend. Who is our true relative in this world? Because we have heard these things that people do have a lot of social, disappointments, mental disappointments, physical disappointments. All these disappointments are part of life. Why? Because simple reason, we are looking for happiness externally, and we are not in rhythm with the real happiness. And that is when you unite your breath with the breath of the universe. It is so divine, it is so vibrant that soon you will feel, you will see your subtle body, you will see your causal body, and you'll make best friends with your causal body, because that's the only thing which is going to come to you after death. Everybody's going to leave you, but this causal body will not. Even the gross body is going to leave you, but the causal body and the astral body are going to go with you eternally. So this sort of breathing techniques teach us how to align ourselves to see our astral body, so we're not scared at death. Because now what's happening? Everybody is scared of death. The minute you hear death, but I mean, as sure as death, it says the metaphor in English as well. So we have to be prepared for this big day. It's a celebration day. We have to be prepared, and we have to make the preparation through yoga, through uniting. Yoga is unity, uniting our mind, body, and soul together, uniting the whole universal breath with our breath. And you see everything, the emotional state, the social state, the mental state, everything will fall into its place. But breathe correctly. That is what my main message for the International Day of Yoga is, because International Day of Yoga means a lot to me. It changed my life. As you just mentioned about my car accident, I was, since childhood, as you said, I was doing, but then in 2010, we were coming from Uganda, the neighboring country, and we had a major car accident. But the only positiveness which saved me and which brought me is I had 9 fractures, my clavicle, scapula, vertebrae, everything was broken, and my only fear was that, oh my God, am I going to do my asanas correctly? And my husband and daughter saying, leave us at the asanas. Are you going to live properly or not? Think of that. But I didn't think of that. I was just thinking all the time of yoga. And that is why whatever you think, we say, man proposes, God disposes. So you just have to make your beautiful proposal to God. But at the moment, what are we? We're just proposing negativity to the universe, right? Similarly, if you want to say, me to say a few words about, and then, yeah, okay, I was coming back to the 2014 when the International Yoga Day started. Till then, I wasn't, 4 years, I didn't do much. I was just doing the breathing and all that, but my worry. But on the International Day of Yoga, when I saw this crowd and some people say, oh, she can't do it, leave her out, it was a challenge to me. And I said, no, let me go for it. And then since then, my friends and family supported me and I went, and, you know, it took me to where I'm. But this is what I'm saying, that never give up, no matter what happens in your life. Be confident and be positive that I'm going to do it and I'm going to make it. And your breath will make you do it. Your breath will listen. Breath is God. We say, where is God? Yoga is a religion. Yoga is not a religion. Yes, but whether you are whichever religion, you're breathing, right? Even the insects are breathing. But look at the animals. They are all in harmony with the breath of the universe. They are breathing. They're not disturbed because they sleep at the correct timing. They eat at the correct timing. But we have, our breath cycle has gone haywire because of our lifestyle. We have changed our lifestyle to natural eating, to timing of sleeping, timing of eating, to all this. That is the reason. And that's the reason for, because the breathing is not in alignment. Where is COVID coming from? It is all to do with your breathing, isn't it? You lose your breathing, you lose your taste buds. Why? Because we have lost this touch. If we synchronize our breath with the breath of the universe through some special techniques, simple techniques, then definitely we don't have to fight the COVID. Everybody says you have to fight COVID. Don't fight COVID, because the more you make enemies with someone, the more he retaliates against you, isn't it? Correct? Make friends with him. You say, how can we make friends with COVID? You know, just think positive. Whatever COVID has done, think the positive aspects. Now, we all are meeting on Zoom. We wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for COVID. So think, even if it's 10% positivity, think that families are staying together all the time. That's again. So, and then go into your inner journey. You cannot travel because of lockdowns and flights not going. So where do you travel? Travel inwards. Utilize this time for the inward journey. Utilize this time for knowing your breath. Your breath is your God. When do they declare you dead? When you stop breathing. They say, oh, they stop breathing, he's dead. Correct? Right? So simple. Your God, the God inside you has left you. God is in everyone's heart. So treat your breath, worship your breath, your body. Since I was a child, you know, when I was taught yoga by my father was a yogi. I liked one metaphor, that the body is a temple of our soul. And our soul is part and parcel of the Supreme Soul, Supreme Lord. And that is so important, because we have to treat this body very nicely, correctly. We should not misuse, we should not abuse this body. We should treat it very gently, because it's a God-given gift to rise above. When you get problems in the life, you take them, don't take them negatively. Take them as stepping stones to rise above. You know, that yes, I've had this problem, but is it uplifting me towards my spiritual goal? Because in life, you should have that spiritual goal, that happiness. The spiritual goal is happiness. Sat Chit Anand. We have been born Sat Chit Anand. Sat means the truth. Chit means consciousness. Anand means happiness. We need to be happy, but because of external environment, we're always looking for happiness in external things. We're not happy. Maybe a nice Louis Vuitton bag will make me happy. I feel like that. Okay. After I've got it, after a while, okay, now it's okay. Now something else. You get tired, maybe a big house, and then it's okay. So you see, these are not eternal happiness. But when you want true happiness, you can be in a corner in a room with nothing, just 1 or 2 pairs of clothes, but you can be happy internally. Once you connect yourself to your breath will give you that divine divine internal happiness, because you are happiness. Sat, you are Sat. The truth is Chit, conscious, Anand, happiness. That is my message to you all. That is my message to the world, that seek your happiness inside you rather than in external things. Everything is temporary. We're going to give it up and go. But the internal source is not. And always connect to your breath. We have three nadis, Ida, Pingla, Sushumna. I'm teaching you a course in Swar Yoga. If you go in Shiv Swarodai, Lord Shiva is telling Ma Parvati, is asking questions that how do people uplift themselves? That there's so much of, negativity in the world because everybody is looking for external happiness. So he says just to check your nostril, which nostril you're breathing via the breath cycle, and do your work according to your Ida. Ida is the left one, which is controlled by the moon. Pingla is the right one, and Shushumna is both. And if we do our whatever work we're doing according to the swar which we're supposed to do, everything will flow well. So try and realize this inner self, try and realize this inner peace which you hold within your heart and your mind, and you can uplift yourself. If you have any questions about this, or you want me to show you anything else, please, Atira.
No, ma'am. Thank you so much for the wonderful speech. It was actually an inspiring one, in fact, a motivational one. The way how you came up after your accident, it was really inspiring. To each one of you who is listening to this, I hope it might bring a difference to your lives. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Very much, and thank you very much. If you want me to show you anything at the end of that, no problem, or you can connect to me and I will demonstrate the simple way of breathing, expanding your chest and abdomen together on a 1, 2, 3, and then 5, 6, you contract it and you see the rhythm of the universe. Yeah, okay. Namaste, and thank you so much for giving me this opportunity as well. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. All right, so moving on, now I would like to introduce our Guru of the day, Dr. Smita Prabhakar. Dr. Smita Prabhakar is a personal transformation coach specializing in mind-body well-being. Dr. Smita brings cutting-edge scientific techniques and blends them using powerful time-tested traditional healing systems to create well-being, balance, and transformation. Dr. Smita has more than 2 decades of experience in emotional, physical, and spiritual healing. She combines energy work, quantum healing, breath work, yoga, and meditation in her sessions. She has done extensive research and work on the complex interrelationship between our minds and bodies and how our choice of lifestyle impacts our living. Dr. Smita empowers her students and clients to offset, prevent, and heal from lifestyle-oriented diseases and chronic ailments. She has consistently achieved breakthrough results in people's lives, whether it is stress management, depression, low self-esteem, weight loss, enhancing immunity, and longevity. She is the recipient of the Lifetime Achievement Award in the Holistic Wellness space. Please help me in welcoming Dr. Smita Prabhakar. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Atira, for this beautiful introduction. Thank you. Namaste. I'm deeply honored to be here in front of all the guests. Thank you. Happiness. We're going to talk about happiness today. Would you be surprised if I tell you that happiness is not a choice? I want everyone to participate today. Remember, the energy what you give me is the energy what I'm going to give to you. So I would like to see your chat. I have my Facebook on here, Instagram on here. I'm going to watch all the chats, and that energy is going to give, I'm going to give that energy back to you. So I would like to see the chat. Do you think that happiness is a choice? You sit up and just decide, I choose to be happy today. Will that happen? Yes or no? So I would like to see your chats and then we continue. Jokes apart, I would want each and every person out here to actually leave from here in the next half an hour completely shifted, because we are going to do some exercises. I do not want, this is not a motivational talk where you just come here, yes, I'm going to, tomorrow I'm going to change my life forever, and figure about it. Today we're going to do exercises in different segments so that by the end of this 30 minutes, you have made some shifts in your life. Are you ready? Are you game? Give me a yes. And I promise you that if you have done that, you're going to change a lot in this 30 minutes. So please put down in the chats. Great, fantastic. My deepest desire is that for you to take away some of the valuable tools which you can implement right away. And promise me that you're going to do that. Have undivided attention for the next 30 minutes. Distractions away, phones away, put your headphones in so no one can distract you in this hour. Keep a pen and paper with you. Yes, we come back to happiness is not a choice. You've probably heard quotes like, if you want to be happy, just be. People are as happy as they make up their minds to be. This vaguely conveys that no matter what happens, you have the control over what you think. This is what we have been told. But do we have the control on what we think? But there's a big difference between what you think and how you feel. And you can't control happiness because happiness is a feeling. Do you agree? You can't just choose to be happy when someone is facing a serious trauma. Someone passed away. Someone close to me just recently, 2 days before, passed away. Serious trauma, heartbreaks. In the midst of true pain and loss, happy thoughts are not an option, right? You need to sit down, mourn, go through the pain, endure it, but make peace with the pain. Make friends with the pain. But what is an option is thinking positively in that situation. What else can I do? While feeling isn't something you can control, thinking is. Happiness must be experienced. So let's be aware that positive thinking is an active choice, the decision to focus on the possibility of good results or seek out the goodness in any situation or person, good or bad. Positive thinking is logical. It's not emotional, it doesn't come from emotions. It is something that can be learned and practiced by everyone by different tools and techniques. So no matter what's going on in your life, you can strive for positive attitude. The world is just going to definitely throw, eggs and whatever, and we need to be resilient. We need to know how to come out of it. So, but that's why I say happiness is not a choice. We can't just sit up and say that I can, but there are tools. With discipline, you can make positivity a reality for you. So you can be relatively positive, resilient and happy, and more or less stress-free, right? In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says, the only key to happiness is the reduction of desires. Lord Krishna say that we should be moderate in everything and avoid extremities in life. He says a person is bound to fail in meditation, even in meditation, if it does not maintain a balance in his day-to-day activities. Waking up before sunrise, working with the circadian rhythm, sleeping the right time, having nutritious live food, balance in all the activities. So another quote from Bhagavad Gita, which I always connect to, there's no happiness in store for him who always has doubts, neither in this world nor elsewhere. Did you know Lord Krishna tried to narrate the Bhagavad Gita to Duryodhana, but he refused. He was arrogant. He had major ego. He said that he already knows what's right and what's wrong. So Krishna decided not to. What a choice, right? For happiness, you need to be curious, be childful. Life is not about being serious or to prove a point to somebody. We all have bad seasons in our lives, right? And I had one in 2010. In fact, my second one, I was into very, very deep depression. I was humiliated. I thought my life has failed me. And that led me to work with people who had emotional challenges, to help them through anxiety, depression, pain. When I see suffering, that's what made me to become a life coach and start helping people through all this emotional and mental stuff. Statistics shows that 63% of the workforce are ready to quit their job due to unhappiness and stress. 54% of the world report says that stressful work affects their life at home as well. So how can you achieve and manage your stress effectively? Increase your resilience and increase the opportunity for to experience more and more happiness. And how many of you would like to get rid of stress completely from your life? Is that possible? The answer is no. Not completely. Because stress is caused by many, many reasons, a lot internal and a lot external. Sometimes we create stress out of nothing, right? But we can manage stress effectively by training. And who wants to manage stress effectively? Be attentive and be present, right? So I'm just watching the chats, looking at the chats. If what's coming in, are you in the present? Are you willing to do these exercises? Then I'll take the effort and trouble to do so. If so, send me yes on the Prana group. Great. Action is important. Fantastic. And for the next 21 days, if you implement these 7 tools, what I'm telling you, I'm going to give you 3 bonus tools as well. To implement at least 7 of these tools, it's going to be a game changer in your life. And you're going to be relatively happy. Great. Fantastic. Great. What is the energy all of you are bringing today? Let me hear that. Is it gratitude, love, curiosity? How can I be happy, stress, whatever it is? For those who are in stress, please write down what are the 3 things what is making you stressful. Write 3 things. But those who are not stressful, you're fine. I mean, normally, what are the things which makes you uncomfortable? Okay, take about a few seconds. I'm giving you time to write those things right away. Now is the time. Great. Now, once you have done this stress exercise, I want you to just take both of your fingers, put it on your mouth, and widen it. And just give a beautiful smile. I know when you're thinking of stressful situation, it's not easy. But try doing that. Fake it till you make it. So think of that stressful situation. Put a smile there and just start thinking of the stressful situation again. Are you able to do that? Put the smile in. Bring back the stress into your mind. Just do that. Let's take a few moments. I want to see your mouth wide open. Keep it wide open. And think. Is it possible or no? It is not possible because you've changed your physiology. Another thing is that, so first is the smile exercise. Okay, just fake it and then you will see that you're not able to think about those stressful situations anymore. The next one is changing your physiology. Just notice a depressed person. He'll be like shoulders slouched, drooped, in a situation where you cannot. But just embrace your power position. I want all of you to just stay up, shoulders up, chest up, head straight. Deep inhale, fill in your chest into your abdomen and exhale. And embrace your superwoman or a superman position. All of you have a superman or a superwoman. Great. Did you notice it has completely changed your emotion or your state immediately? Because a happy person, a joyful person would have a different disposition in their physiology. So embrace a higher frequency by changing your physiology. vibrating at a higher frequency. That comes to my mind. Vibrating at higher frequency. How can you vibrate at a high frequency? There are many, many tools to do that. The reasons for having low vibration are the emotions of fear, phobia, suspicion, anxiety, stress, tension, jealousy, anger, hatred, greed, attachment, pain, so on. We have to understand to vibrate higher so that the lower frequency does not even weaken our immune system for our times. Vibrate higher. The frequency of the earth today is 27 hertz, but there are places that vibrate at a very low stage, like hospitals, jails, underground, where the vibration drops to 20 hertz or less. For humans with low vibration, stress is inevitable, and they're susceptible to infections. You know what I'm talking about. So when there's pain, anger, irritation, unforgiveness, all of them are 0.1, 2 hertz, 2.2 hertz, irritation, noise, 0.8 hertz, very, very, very low vibration. And all the viruses are very, very low vibration. So you match the frequency to what you want and you get that. So work out for high vibration. Be joyful for high vibration. Dance, listen to music, sing. Practice generosity and gratitude, which are up to 95 hertz to 150. Compassion, love and gratitude. These are all very, 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 very higher frequencies. The moment you connect to those frequencies, you are already elevated, right? So nothing can touch you when you're vibrating in very, very high frequencies. So let's come on, vibrate higher. Yoga, meditation, loving, smiling, blessing, thanking, playing, being playful, painting, singing, dancing, walking in the sun, enjoying the nature, grounding, cold showers, my favorite one. The food that the earth gives us, not packaged food. Seeds, grains, legumes, fruits, vegetables. Drinking water, hydrate yourself. The vibration of prayer and gratitude alone goes from 150 to 350 hertz. So can you imagine? And there's a science behind gratitude. There's a huge amount of research which was done on gratitude. So sing, laugh, love, meditate, play, and live and vibrate higher. And the next one is very, very important, dose of happiness. Can I see in chat what do you think the dose of happiness is? DOSE. The happy hormones, the neurotransmitters. D for dopamine, O for oxytocin, S for serotonin, E for endorphins. That's the happiness dose which you need to take every day to be happy unconditionally, no matter what happens outside. I'm happy within. Because these hormones and the neurotransmitters and the chemicals in your body is also going to help us. So happiness is not just by just choosing to be happy. It's a lot of things together: environment, people, connection, all of these things together, nutrition, food, everything is important to make us happy. So appreciation, gratitude, and joy, you can create abundance, creativity, and happiness in your life. And I would say that seriousness is a disease. How many of us can laugh at ourselves? Tell me. There's a quote says, nothing kills the ego like playfulness, like laughter. When you start taking life as fun, the ego has to die. It cannot exist anymore. How beautiful. Playfulness is a sign of intelligence in animals as well. The otter, the dolphin, very, very intelligent. The crow, playfulness is a sign of intelligence in humans too. Foolishness is often not to be the substance of stupidity, but the shadow of massive intellect. So, can you take my compliment or criticism in the same way? Can we laugh at ourselves? Why not? That's a question. Playfulness is an important part of marriage for all the married people out there. Have fun together, play together. There's very little, if any, ego allowed in playfulness? When you play, is there any ego? There's no ego. There could be in group competition, there could be competitiveness, but that's healthy competition. But there's no ego in playfulness. Take life easily, lovingly, playfully, not seriously. No one is serious about your life. Why do you take your life seriously? Seriousness is a disease, for heaven's sake. The greatest disease of the soul, and playfulness is the greatest health. And that leads to happiness. Being playful is a key component in making us happier, healthier, more present and connected to all our relationship. Now I'm going to give you free stuff, okay, which you all have to access, which you have access for free. The richest quality is wisdom, which is free. The strongest weapon is patience, which is free. The best security is faith and trust, which is free. The greatest tonic is laughter. And surprisingly, all of them are free, right? And that leads to happiness. Now let's look at the different methods where you have exercises to do. So are you ready? And we will end with a nice meditation. So let's get started. And I've got lots to cover. And becoming present is the first step. The better you're able to be mindful now, the higher you'll raise your level of consciousness for happiness to set in. Start noticing how you're aware of what's going on and around you, and train your attention to focus on the present moment as and when it unfolds before you. The moment is gone. Next, 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 next. Something extremely simple, but seemingly it's not so simple. To be happy is to learn to be in the present moment consistently. And before we get into the practice, I'll give you a bit of context so that you can, when you think about different emotions we feel in our lives, what are the real emotions which we usually do not enjoy, which we usually don't like? Something like anger, it's like fear or worry. You know that these emotions reside somewhere outside the present moment, if you think about it. If you're talking about regret or sadness, maybe the anger, we're talking about some experiences in the past because you're angry. And when you feel these emotions in our consciousness, we actually move back to the past, to that moment when these emotions were actually triggered. And if you're talking about fear or worry, maybe the feel of panic or helplessness, is that usually it resides in the future. Mostly it's reside in the future. Move to the future scenario. If you're not sure, uncertainty, what's happening right now. You're not sure about what's going to happen, unpleasant emotions. So the truth is that happiness resides in the present. Now you can choose to smile. Now you can decide to smile. So happiness in the past is sweet memories. Happiness in the future is excitement and anticipation of something good. But the actual happiness happens in the present moment. That's the truth. So when you recall meditating, right, being in the present, trying to be in the present, mind is wandering everywhere, like food, dinner, breakfast, lunch, to-do list. All of these are coming in. Being a good meditator is not about not thinking. Just be aware of all of that. Think of you like a big sky. And these are all just clouds moving on. So let's experience, but I'm just looking at the time. Experience for a moment how it feels like taking in a deep breath. Deep inhale, and I want you to slow exhale. Deep inhale. Take a deep breath in. I want all of you just for a minute be aware of the present, this moment. Be aware of all what's happening around you. Observe the breath going in and out through your nose. Beautiful. Deep breath, deep inhale, and slow exhale. Inhale into your nose, into your chest, into your abdomen, and exhale as your worries go down. Beautiful. You're all doing great. Many times I've felt in the bones that happiness resides in the present moment. Everything else, what we feel, is usually something to do with the past or the future. So the task for today, now you're doing it. Be aware of what's coming in and going out. Be aware of the present. Let the thought comes. You're not here to stop the thoughts. In the present moment, what are the thoughts? Observe it completely, fully. Be in it completely and let it go. The totality of this moment, your breath, the most tactile sensation, the air touching your hair, your clothes touching your body. Whatever you're feeling at this moment in your body, beautiful. The smell. Even if you close your eyes, you can see the darkness or the light, whatever. Deep inhale and slow exhale. Now take a deep breath once again and exhale through your mouth. Beautiful. How do you feel now? Just a moment. Just being aware. Take a minute of these every day to just be aware of you. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to the second part. No comparison. Don't compare yourself with anybody else. The dangerous art of comparison we are all guilty of, consciously or unconsciously. You usually compare, and I used to do it. I used to be addictive. I'm a recovering comparisonist, and I used to do that. And I wanted to be perfect all the time, and I used to be compare people with me. And the moment I got rid of that comparison, and my inner critic was always talking to me. For the sake of self-depreciating humor, the joke is on us. The moment we start laughing at ourselves, we're not going to compare, because comparison is a debilitating practice that distorts our perception of who we truly are. I'll make it more simple by comparing. How can we compare apples to oranges? We all made differently. One friend used to make millions, but he compares to another friend and said, he makes 10 millions. That level of comparison, right? Someone is poor, someone is rich, we still compare. He's professional, I'm not professional. How can I tell this to my friend? Because I'm not as professional as her. We still compare everywhere. Comparison in studies, fearing of failure, because for not showing up, because we constantly compare ourselves to others. Right? I used to be a perfectionist and I wanted to be the best in everything. I used to compare, and people used to compare me to their children. And then I got into my first bout of depression because I couldn't just handle it anymore, because I wanted to be best in everything, and it was not there. And my parents, I had a great childhood. They used to take me for all the competitions and winning and all of that. And the pressure of winning all the time broke me. It was not possible. The moment I realized that I'm imperfect, the moment I realized my ego, the moment I realized just another speck of dust, and I'm allowed to fail, and I'm allowed to make mistakes, that is the day I got liberated and I felt free. Yeah, so don't compare yourself and don't be a perfectionist, right? Life is not there to do that. Then the third one is gratitude. Actively appreciating that you have what you have, the divine gift of life. Being grateful is the easiest way to create positive emotion to your life, your breath, the people around you, family around you. Today, I'm sharing this proven technique, which scientists have discovered for many, 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 many years. We always think that gratitude is about putting a pink glass and just looking at the world and say, everything is nice, I'm grateful, I'm doing a gratitude journal. No, be grateful, have that feeling. The moment that feeling resonates in your body, that becomes your reality. And that creates a positive reality outside you. So practice gratitude, write a gratitude journal every day in the morning. Just get up and feel it and write that I'm grateful for my life. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for my soulmates. I'm grateful for that person who opened the door for me. I'm grateful for this person. I'm grateful to this person who gave me something. Whatever, the breath, the life itself. The scientists have discovered that 25% people were happier after just by doing a gratitude journal and a gratitude exercise. So that's the many researches done on gratitude. Great. So that's one. And now the next one would be, we will do something on gratitude. And I want you to write down now. Take a moment, write down now. 3 things what you're grateful for just now. Bring that emotion. First to yourself, what are you grateful for? Your life, personally. Then create something which you're grateful for in your work. And recreate that emotion of gratitude inside your heart center. Have that heart-brain coherence, because the heart can override the brain with that emotion produced to give those signals. So that's how gratitude, the chemistry of gratitude works in your body. So do that right now. Write down. Please put down, do a public declaration, do a share in the group, in the live, in the face group. That's when you actually make your reality, by writing gratitude. So do that right now. Fantastic. The next one is love and relationships. Humans flourish through a genuine sense of belonging and having strong connections with others, like how this beautiful community of Prana, right? Making connections for the holistic wellness for the people throughout the world, connecting people through the world, have a belonging, but belonging just not for the sake of belonging, genuine sense of deep belonging. I think in Art of Living, when we went for the first course and I belong to you, it was very hard, right? When Shri was mentioning, I belong to you. How can I belong to somebody? But we all belong to each other. We are all made of frequencies, and we are all vibrating frequencies. There is no self. So create belonging to each other, connect with the community. And I've been in the personal growth segment for the last 20 years. And I used to think that happiness is within us and everything is in our world, it's in our reality. And when we are talking of relationship, we actually giving the power to our happiness to someone else, right? But not because that person has to make me happy, I become happy. No, that's not what I'm saying. It also depends on the total 5 people around you. You are the totality of those 5. You have happy people around you, you'll be really a happy person, right? It's a scientific 75-year study in Harvard. So be connected to people with high frequency, happy people. Just imagine if you plant a joker in an office room who's like always laughing and joking around, and I saw another video, someone was in the train, he just started laughing, and the whole train started laughing for no reason, right? So happiness is contagious, right? You can, it's contagious, very contagious than many things around. So be happy. So it's not just exactly in our hand. We can also take happiness from outside. So be connected to the community and look at those people who are around you and just list down the people right now who you're going to connect for happiness, right? And be in the company of those people. Great. So do that right now, because you're going to implement it. The moment you write down, that becomes your reality. So please take this exercise as an exercise which will change your life. So write down those 3 people who makes you happy. And also another exercise, what I want to tell you is like, if the world ends, okay, who would you go and say thank you and I love you and thank you for your time with me? Who are those people? Write down those people's names as well. Love and connection. Who would you thank? Think about it. If you had just 15 minutes, who would you thank? When you think about that, you realize that, why am I waiting for the world to end? Why can't I do it right now? So go ahead and do right now. Send a message to that friend right now. I love you. Thank you. I'm grateful that you're there in my life. Do it right now. So that's an exercise. And please put in the chat, feel free to put in the live chat that who are you grateful for? Those 3 people's name. Share it. Let the world see it, who you're grateful for. Another thing, stay out of perfectionism, which is like a very, very, very key point, which I would like to say. And another one, what I would like to say is that how to deal with pain. Happiness doesn't mean that you dismiss or ignore the pain and discomfort. It means that you will learn how to make friends with them. Strength and growth can only come through trial and tribulation. And the best way for you to raise your set point of happiness is to find the power in dealing with the pain and uncertainties. And how do you do that? By going through the pain deeply. Don't shy away from that. It's inevitable. All of us go through pain. Be with the pain. As our chief guest said, Dr. Kalpana, make friends. Make friends with the pain. Make friends with the suffering. It's a choice. We are going to have pain in our life anyway. I actually agree with people who are skeptic, because I think in personal growth, we always want to be in Zen, I'm at peace. But when you feel pain, feel the pain. When I feel like crying, I cry, I weep. I go to movies, I feel the emotion, I'm like sobbing through the movie, because I don't fear to express my pain or emotion. If I feel like laughing, I laugh out loud like a maniac. If I want to cry, I would cry. I don't hide my emotions. Right? So feel totally whatever you're feeling. Right? So this is how you can embrace the pain. The moment you run away, that's going to find you. So face it without any fear, and you see how pain goes away. That's a byproduct. So fantastic. So we have covered, and I want you to take you through small gratitude and forgiveness meditation. And with that, we will end the session. So I want you to take a deep breath. Take a deep inhale and slow exhale. And also I'm going to connect the Nada Yoga with it. So deep inhale and slow exhale. We're also going to learn forgiveness now. More than anything else, forgiveness is a decision, not a transaction. Often the one who acts and stands between us and happiness is merely a decision to forgive and let go of a situation or something that we cannot control, even if that person is yourself. On your way to happiness, this is the hardest thing, but let's practice this through a meditation. It's going to become easier and easier as you go through. Take a deep breath, deep inhale, slow exhale. Deep inhale through your nose, into your chest, and your abdomen. And exhale. Beautiful. Feel your breath going in and out. And as you inhale, deep inhale. And as you exhale, let all the worries go. Observe all the thoughts. Let it go. And with count to 12, and with each inhalation and exhalation, you're getting deeper and deeper into deep, relaxed state. Deep inhale. Breathe in fully into your abdomen and exhale completely out. I'd like to invite you on a little journey with me, if you would. So just go ahead. Close your eyes, shoulders open, chest open, spine erect. Calmer than the normal breathing. You're safe. Everything is okay. All is good. Another deep breath. Just follow my voice. I take you through an ancient journey. What you're going to do now is going to go on a very prime sacred journey. Stay with my voice. Our ancestors have done this. Preserve this wisdom of claiming our power, aligning our mind and heart, initiating our inner wisdom or inner power to heal and bring out your consciousness. Bring out, connect to your subconscious. Place all your attention on your chest. Put all your focus on your heart to place all the attention onto your heart. As you keep your attention, start breathing in and out. Keep awareness with the breathing. You're communicating with your body without using words. You say it's the first step for anything. Appreciation for anything or anyone. Forgiveness to anything or anyone. That deep feeling. Allow your body to settle down. Key is to hold the focus. Strengthening your body, breathing in and breathing out, focusing on your heart. Take a deep breath. I love life and life loves me. And I'm healed. And with this wonderful feeling, stay in coherence. Forgive that person, whoever you need to forgive, right in front of you, and let go. Taking in a deep breath in and out, coming back to this space, coming back to this reality. Beautiful. Slowly coming back to this room. As I count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Coming back to the space, to this room, moving your fingertips and your toes, your whole body, rubbing your palms together. Place your arms on your eyes. Slowly open your eyes into this beautiful, wide, beautiful world with a bright smile on your face. Thank you for this journey with me, co-creating this world with me. Thank you. Feeling joy, love, and compassion in gratitude. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you so much, Dr. Smita, for your wonderful words. I really must express my admiration for your speech. It was really a smoothing one and an inspirational one, actually. Thank you so much. All right, so moving on to our guest for the felicitation speech, we have Mr. Shaji B.R. He is a graduate in psychology and postgraduate in business administration. Thereafter, he worked in Bangalore for a few years. He always had a passion for social work, and thus he joined an NGO as a project manager and engaged in rural development project in Trivandrum, Kerala. He implemented projects with the support of Government of India and other international non-organizational services. For the last 22 years, he is living in Ajman, UAE, and still continues to work with various social organizations. Mr. Shaji B.R. is the Vice President of Vikas Cultural Center, VCC, Ajman, UAE. He is the Chief Coordinator of Guru Dharma Pracharana Sabha, GDPS UAE, and he is the Vice President of Sevanam, Ajman. Over to you, sir.
Namaste. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
It's a great honor for me today to represent Vikas Culture Center, Ajman, and speak a few words about yoga. First of all, Let me brief you about Vikas Center. VCC, Vikas Culture Center, was started by a small group of like-minded people with just one motto: to do their best to the people who live in Ajman, mainly Indians. With our strong involvement in the community issues, we have been able to support the Indians and those who are from other Asian countries also. VCC played a vital role during this pandemic, and its activities received great appreciation. Due to our commitment and sincerity, VCC shares a very good relationship with the government authorities in Ajman, like Ajman Municipality, Health Department, Environment Department, and many other social institutions. We also have a very strong support from Indian Association, I mean the Indian Consulate in Dubai. Now, let me come to the subject. It fills me with the great joy to be able to talk about the topic that I am extremely passionate about. So, when I was asked to speak a few words on yoga, I was extremely happy to say a few words about the necessity of practicing yoga. As you know, human beings are made up of mainly three elements, which are the mind, body, and soul. In order to satisfy the needs of these three, we need knowledge, health, and inner peace respectively. As we know, health is the physical need, whereas knowledge is the psychological. And when we talk about inner peace, we see it refers to the spiritual need, and we feel harmonious only when all these are present. Yoga is something that feeds our soul. It's a spiritual practice which reveals us of so many ailments physically. Moreover, yoga can strengthen our bodies and also sharpen our intellect and steady our emotions. That is most important. That will steady our emotions. That is very important in this new era. We can also say yoga is clearly the cheapest form of effective treatment of various diseases or disorders and mental ailments. Once you start noticing the harmony and balance of your life, you can get rid of your blood pressure, heart disease, diabetic, kidney disorder, and many. Therefore, we see that daily yoga is really beneficial to us. You can learn it through professional classes. It is available all over the world, as you are well aware about that one. In India, UAE, and all over the world. Or on online tuition classes are there. Now, in this new technological world, it is also available. It will definitely help you to live a healthy life and as a great alternative to medical treatment for daily problems. It is therefore essential that everyone practices yoga for the harmonious life. Now, I'm not taking your long time. I would not take more about your time and wish to great success to this program. Thank you all again. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir. So we'll connect again tomorrow live with yet another amazing topic with yet another guest and a guru as well. Just a reminder, please remember to send your videos for the yoga challenge on or before June 20th. We'll be accepting the videos until June 20th midnight. Thank you. Namaste. See you all tomorrow, same time at the same live, 7:30 p.m. UAE. We'll be winding up the event with the prayer.
ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. Let all be happy. Let all be healthy. Let all see the good in others. Let no one suffer from the unhappiness. Oh, peace.